Welcome back guys to another Japan plan video. Today we are going to be taking on the final boss of the plan, of the entire trip, Japan. Not Japan, Tokyo. Okay, there we go. We're going to be taking on the final boss, Tokyo, the MVP of this entire trip. Right, so today I'm going as Clark Kent. So at the moment I've planned, based on the overview video that I previously did, I'm going to be spending 4 full days in Tokyo, plus an optional day trip to, at the moment I'm planning Kamakura, plus the leave day and the arrive day. So it's basically about a week. Okay, so I'm going to be using my handy dandy Google Maps again today. So at the moment my thinking is one of the full days will be a Shibuya Harajuku one. One will be an Akihabara full day trip, you know, all the anime merch. One will be a Imperial Palace, Roppongi / Tokyo Tower and Odaiba day, and the fourth one would be Asakusa, Among Us. Okay, yeah. So one full day is definitely going to be doing Shibuya and Harajuku. I could also probably do Shinjuku in that day as well if I wanted to. And a lot of people I've read like online said no, they usually do Shibuya and Shinjuku in the same day. But I don't really want to rush Shibuya. Shibuya is mostly a shopping area, I would say, for the most part, and that's where Shibuya Crossing is located, so I quite like to get some pictures of that. You know, I know it's very touristy, but I quite want to do the touristy things, you know? I'm going to Japan, I want to do all the touristy shit. You know, get all that stuff done. So, at the moment, my idea for my Harajuku Shibuya trip is to go from Harajuku Station to Meiju Jingu for round 9-ish, which is a Shinto shrine in Tokyo, which is quite popular place to go, and from what I've read it seems quite interesting. Then go from there, walk back to Harajuku, do some shopping. So it's going to be a very shopping heavy day, this one. In terms of shops I want to go to in Harajuku, there isn't anything in particular I want to shopping wise. I think it's just to see what's there. Yeah, it's the Center for Teenage Fashion and Cosplay Culture, apparently. So the parts I'm probably going to go to are the Takeshita Dori Street and Omotsusando. Hopefully I've said that right, yeah. There's a few other places in the area, but I'm probably just going to stick to those two. Then head from Harajuku to Shibuya. I quite want to go to the Mugiwara store, that's in Shibuya, which is the One Piece main store there. So I want to check that out. A Pokemon Center, you know, quite like check that stuff out, it's quite cool. And you know, that's kind of like stuff I grew up in my childhood. The Shonen Jump store I believe is also in Shibuya, so that's definitely something I'd quite like to check out. And obviously Shibuya Crossing, gotta go see Shibuya Crossing. There's also a few buildings nearby you can sort of go to get a nice view of the area, so I'm probably going to do that as well. And there's this really cool statue, Hachiko Memorial statue, which is like this story about a dog that stayed by the Shibuya station, I believe, waiting for its owners to come back, and it stayed there for the entire time. And so a statue was made to honor Hachiko for staying loyal to his owner, and apparently he was there until he died, I believe, because you know, good doggos do good doggo things. Yeah, so yeah, quite like to get a few pictures of that, you know, snap. And then again, I'm probably planning to stay in Shibuya for the rest of that day. Again, might go to Shinjuku, might not, but yeah, not too bothered if I don't go to Shinjuku in that day. Another full day plan is at the moment doing the Imperial Palace, then doing Roppongi Hills / Tokyo Tower, and then going to Odaiba after that. So I guess the plan for that day will probably be arrive at Tokyo Station around 9-ish, then go to explore the gardens of the Imperial Palace. Now you only have access to, from what I understand, is the Imperial Palace front gardens and the east gardens of the Imperial Palace. The actual main Imperial Palace area the public doesn't have access to, apart from some tours that happen twice a day, I believe, which I'm not planning to do for this trip. I think I'll be quite satisfied just getting some pictures of the palace from the outside and just exploring the gardens. And then go to Roppongi Hills, which is probably the best place to get a good view of Tokyo during the day at least, because you get Tokyo Tower in the background. Like, I don't think you can get a good view of that from the Tokyo Skytree, or as good a view of Tokyo Tower from the Tokyo Skytree. And obviously if you go up Tokyo Tower, you obviously can't get Tokyo Tower in the background. So Roppongi Hills is probably the best place to go to get that city view. And also, I'll probably go to Sojoji Temple as well, which is located just outside Tokyo Tower. Yeah, so you can get some like really nice pictures of Tokyo Tower from that area. Ooh, refresh. I broken Google Maps. And from there, get the train across Rainbow Bridge and into Odaiba. And then there I can see the Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn statue, which I really want to see. You know, giant robots, gotta see them. And there's like some cool buildings there, like Tokyo Big Sight, which is where Comic-Con's held. I quite like get a few pictures of that, which is located over here. The Fuji Television Network is kind of cool building, so I'll take maybe a few pictures of that. There's quite a lot of shops in Odaiba, so I'll probably do that. Have dinner, probably in Odaiba as well, and get some good pictures of the Rainbow Bridge and sort of during the day and sort of in the evening as well. So that's kind of my main reasons for going to Odaiba. There was some other stuff in Odaiba, like was it Team Star Labs? Yeah, Team Lab Borderless, that's it. They had, well they still do, as of the recording of this video, a sort of lovely arts museum, digital art museum kind of thing in Odaiba, which is quite popular, but it's actually closing down soon, I believe, so it's not actually going to be there when I go on my trip in 2024, so I'm not going to be able to go there, unfortunately, which is a shame, but can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Right, so that's two days done. So for another day, I want to do Akihabara. Akihabara is probably going to be a full day thing, so there's quite a lot of stuff, shopping areas there I want to go to. So there's Ami, A-Stop, Mandarake, Lashinban, which are like anime figure shops. So recently I've been gifted some anime figures recently, which I hadn't gotten into for a really long time. I put off getting into anime figures for 6 years because I knew if I got any, I wanted to start buying some. And I did, I started buying some. I've fallen down the rabbit hole, basically. I've fallen down the anime figure rabbit hole recently. So when I'm there, I might maybe buy some figures, possibly. Anime, we don't have any animates in the UK. The closest thing we have to like an anime store is Forbidden Planet, but that's more like a general geek culture store. It's not specific for like anime, manga stuff. Also, there's like the Akihabara Gachapon Hall, which is where all those turn knob things where all capsules are. I kind of just want to have a look at that because I think that'd be quite cool to see. K-books, you know, see if there's any books there. I wouldn't be able to read it, but it's just kind of immerse myself, you know, in the whole, you know, the anime manga atmosphere, you know. Also, Super Potato, that I definitely want to go check out. Super Potato is like a retro gaming store with like loads of old game consoles and games, and I'm not much of a gamer, right? I don't play that many video games, but this kind of retro game stuff I think is just so cool. I really want to just immerse myself in it, you know, check it out, see what it's like. So I think a full day is reasonable for the amount of stores that I want to check out. And they're all quite close to Akihabara Station. You know, they're all really clustered together, so they're not that far apart to walk. Now the downside of Akihabara is that there's not really any good places to eat, unfortunately, unless you want to go to a maid cafe, which I do not, because I feel like that's going to be cringe. And for what I've heard, people have gone, it's like, yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's basically people acting like anime characters in real life. But convenience stores, we gotta go to them convenience stores. I'm probably gonna make a whole video about the convenience stores stuff later on. Okay, so that's 3 days done. So for the 4th day, I want to go to Asakusa, or specifically Sennoji Temple, which is located in sort of the north part of Japan. Not Japan, north part of Tokyo. Asakusa, you can probably do it in it's like 3 hours is probably what you need to sort of explore Sennoji Temple and the area sort of around it. You basically got the gates, you know, that gate with the giant lantern in front. So you walk through that, get some nice pictures of that, walk up the path in the middle, and then all the way up to Sennoji Temple up the very top. Go check that out, and then sort of just see the sort of other shops sort of surrounding the area around the temple. So it's mostly going to be shopping for that sort of part of the day. And now I'm not going to spend obviously the whole day there. It's just probably going to be like a half day thing. At the moment, what I'm thinking to do with the other half of that day is actually go to Akihabara, because I'm not sure if a full day will be enough to actually do all the bits I want to for Akihabara. So I'm probably going to do Akihabara as sort of an extra thing attached onto that. With Tokyo Skytree, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to go to that, because I know it gets very busy. I don't think I'll do it for like a morning view of Tokyo, but maybe in like the evening, get a nice night view. You know, that would be quite nice. Maybe like go to Asakusa, then go to Akihabara for a bit, and then go to Tokyo Skytree and get some dinner in this sort of in Asakusa area. So I think that's probably what's that going to be. Now you're probably wondering, what are you going to do with Shinjuku? What are you going to do with Shinjuku? Shinjuku is actually the area I want to probably stay in while I'm in Tokyo. But it's probably the easiest to get to all the other places if you get the trains. So it seems like the best place to easily get to the other parts of Tokyo that I want to go to, at least for the morning section. The only one that would be far away is Asakusa, but can't get the ideal spot for everything. So you got to compromise in some places. So what I'll probably end up doing for that Akihabara full day actually is go to Shinjuku Yon National Garden, which is apparently a very nice garden located in the center of Tokyo. Go that for like 9 to like 11. Now have a nice stroll through there, a nice walk about. Alternatively, I'm probably going to go to Asakusa and then go to Akihabara before doing the full Akihabara day. But if I feel like, you know what, I got what I wanted out of Akihabara for that one day and I don't want to go back after going to Shinjuku National Gardens, maybe explore Shinjuku a bit more. But obviously if I'm going to be staying in that area, I'll probably explore it a fair bit anyways at that point. And actually go on to either Ikebukuro, so Sunshine City specifically, because that's got quite a lot of anime merch stores there. But it's also got a lot of restaurants there that Akihabara doesn't really have, or possibly Nakano Broadway, which again, there's Nakano Broadway is basically got loads of anime related stores in sort of one area and a lot of nice restaurants in the area as well. Right, so that's the 4 full days done. Now, like I said, the day trip is kind of more of an optional thing to Kamakura. It's not like, if I feel like, you know what, I'd rather spend more time in Tokyo, I will do that. If I do, then that full day will probably me going to Ikebukuro or Nakano Broadway, and maybe explore a bit more Shinjuku. That's what that day will probably be. If I choose to go to Kamakura, this is what I'm thinking at the moment. So Kamakura is all the way down here. So it's about an hour from Tokyo by the train. So it's not too bad. That's quite reasonable for a day trip, I think. So Kamakura has a giant Buddha statue, like Nara. So that's kind of my main reason for choosing Kamakura. What I planned at the moment is to sort of arrive at Kamakura station here, walk down southwards, and check out the beach for a little bit before heading to Hazadera Temple, which is where the giant Buddha statue is located. So check that out. Then sort of do a little bit of a hike, you know, hike around Kamakura, and sort of walk up to go to Sasuke Inri Shrine. Then go on to Sen Iara Benzaiten Ugafuku Shrine. I butchered that greatly. Then sort of loop background down to here to Surugoka Hachimangu, which is a Shinto shrine. Check that out. And then go to Komachi Dori, which is kind of like a shopping area, and then head back to Tokyo after that. So that should be about a full day, basically round trip around Kamakura, nice walkabout, get to see some nice temples, see a giant Buddha statue. Seems like a good plan to me. Now, originally I was actually going to, after I'd done Kamakura, I was planning to go to Yokohama. And then the reason I wanted to go to Yokohama is for the giant Gundam statue there, like 15, and we're not talking saying like the smaller sized one in Odaiba, we're talking like 15-meter tall giant robots, and we're talking here now, like proper big boys, you know. But you know what I found out? It's closing. It's going to be closing. It's going to close. The giant robot will not be there in 2024. So I was like, damn it, fudge, you know. I really wanted to see that. I quite wanted to see that, but it's not going to be there, unfortunately, which is a shame. But I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. I still get to see Unicorn. I still get to see Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. I still get to see a giant robot, but not the mega giant robot, unfortunately, which is it's such a shame, such a letdown. You know, sad. Play the sad music, you know. Also, I was originally, you know, maybe check out Yokohama's Chinatown as well and get some dinner in this area before heading back to Tokyo. That was again like planned, but that's probably not going to happen now. So if I do the day trip, I'll probably have dinner either in Kamakura or when I get back to Tokyo. Depends how long I am in Kamakura, really. So that's the day trip done. Now for the arrival day, I'll be arriving to Tokyo probably from either Hakano or Fuji 5 Lakes area. So I'm probably going to spend that day mostly in the Mount Fuji area. So I probably won't get to Tokyo probably latest 6 o'clock, I'm thinking. So that evening is probably just going to be get dinner and maybe just have a walk around the area I'm staying, which at the moment I'm planning to be Shinjuku. So that'll probably be my explore Shinjuku day, you know. And for the leave day, honestly, I'm not going to plan anything for that, because if my flight's in the morning, then obviously I'm just going to pack my stuff and head to the airport. And if it's in the evening, then I might have maybe a bit of a walk around Tokyo, in the morning. Yeah, and then just leave, get my luggage and head to the airport. Yeah, so I think that's it for Tokyo. I think that is the plan for handling the final boss. And again, everything's flexible. This plan is a whole flexible plan, you know. Things can be added in, things can be removed, depending on how long I take in different places. So it's adjustable, so I can adjust things while I'm there. And I think that does it, guys. I hope you maybe found this video helpful in some way, you know, if you're planning your own trips. I think I'm quite satisfied with my rough plan for the trip for Tokyo. The next video is going to be the plan for Kyoto, so taking on the starting town, you know. Let's bring on Kyoto, and yeah, so I look forward to seeing you all in the next video, and yeah, see you all next time. Joshua out, peace.